guys. So we were about to make moi moi and our blender broke down. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I was trying to replace this blender for a long time, but I have not had the opportunity. There are other blenders I had in mind that I wanted to buy, but in this emergency, the closest store to me was selling this one. So I was like, okay, let's buy it and let's do a review of this blender. If this blender can blend beans, then it is good for me, as in at least for what I want to use it for, because I wanted to make moi moi. What are the hardest things I blend? I think beans or ice is about the hardest thing I blend, something that's really strong. I've seen so many reviews for other blenders that can blend stone. Let me know the blender that you have, because I am still on the lookout for a blender. But let us unbox this blender together. Hmm? This is a Philips blender. Interestingly, I have quite a few Philips appliances in my kitchen. The air fryer that I use is Philips, and the previous blender I was using was a Philips blender. This blender cost me 102,750 naira. And in my head, I converted it to pounds. Uh, the other blender I wanted to buy was about 200 pounds, and I was waiting for somebody to ship it in for me. So that would be about 40 something pounds to buy this blender. So would you say it was a budget blender? I don't know. It comes with this small cup. I typically don't review appliances, but I'm now a woman in tech. Change my name, Sissy. I'm a woman in tech. So I'm showing you guys my appliances, and we're going to be doing reviews together. So tear rubber, tear rubber, tear rubber. Anything tear rubber, I love. So we tear the rubber for the blender. So it has a small cup and it has a big cup. So this for crayfish and stuff. And yeah, this is the head, what I call the head or the machine for the blender, and slid in nicely. This is it. And then this is the blender. I want a glass bucket or a glass cup blender. So the cup is plastic. I want a glass one because plastic tends to retain smell. So if you use this one to blend tomatoes, then use it to blend pawpaw. Your pawpaw will be smelling like tomatoes. But if you use glass, you wouldn't have that much effect or that much smell in the cup. But yeah, it has the cover. What's this other cover for? There's something else here. Oh, it has it has two cups. Why? Why? Okay. You know, when I saw the carton, see in the carton it has here and it has another cup. I was like, maybe they are just trying to show you the representation of what you're going to be blending here. That's why it has another cup. But like, it actually has two cups. Okay. I wasn't expecting that, but this is a nice discovery. I don't know if they have two different functions, but if they don't, I will just go and buy a label and label here smoothies and and fruits. And then this one will be like beans and other stuff. So it works out for what I want anyway. Um Throwing the capsule. This is the head, or this is the body of the blender, and that's just the pack. You know, one thing I like about all these appliances, it's the food photography on them. You guys know how much I love food photography. My food photos, they're improving, but look at this. I want to show you. So pretty. When you see the food that they displayed on the pack, You want to buy it immediately. Like, it's so gorgeous. So anyways, this is the Philips Blender 3000 series. That over here, it says it has a Pro Blend system. The Pro Blend system combines three technologies custom designed to work perfectly together for smooth blends with no lumps. Okay. The Pro Blend jar is designed with unique ribs to continuously guide the ingredients back into the blending flow. Okay, so we don't have to be using spoon to be turning it. The Pro Blend motor delivers optimal 450 watts power to drive the blending flow and evenly. Okay. And then the blades are uniquely shaped to maximize slice. I actually saw the pack online, and all those online vendors, they were selling it for 70,000, 50,000, 60,000. And I was like, why is their own 60,000 and this one is 102,000? So maybe the extra cost is for the extra cup, because I was like, maybe one is fake. I don't know. I am just assuming. So now this is the machine or the motor of the blender. It is so slick. It is so simple to look at. And that was why I picked it, because there were other blenders there. I was like, this one is giving aesthetic. We have to have aesthetic content. I like that it does not have plenty things, no jewelry on it. So okay. So we're just going to plug this and we're going to use it. I'll wash the cups and we'll blend our beans for moi moi. We're going to test it right now. One thing I want to tell the manufacturers of blenders, you people should be making long cords. This cord is too short. Most kitchens, we need long cords. And then maybe I will give us long cords. Now I have to use the extension. I like the body though, it's really cute. Where's the max? Okay, this is the max. I will blend it without putting water first. Okay. Did you guys notice that it was really loud when I did not put my hands on it? And then when I put my hands on it, it's the loudness or the noise reduced. The cover was rattling. Can you hear? This cover does not really feel so secure. And I've secured it, but that's just how I did not cut the video as I was blending. So we're going to calculate how many minutes it took to blend. This is not quite a smooth blend yet. I'm going to do it for a few, maybe 1 minute more. Let's see. This is the result. Can you see? So we're doing another batch. So this is the second batch. I added a bit of water to this one when I was blending it. You can see this is, I've been blending it for about 5 minutes now, and this is what it looks like. It is not 100% smooth. It is not silky smooth. I don't know how long I have to blend it to get silky smooth, but this is the result I got. So I blended it again for a few more minutes just to see if it will become like smoother. And this is the texture I get. So I think it gets the job done, but the result I got was not really silky smooth. Let's try to blend the crayfish. So let's use the small cup to blend crayfish. Because typically these are the kind of things I blend in my blender. I blend crayfish, and I blend ogbono, and I blend egusi most of the time. That's what I blend. And I blend granules. I blend granite frequently. So filled it up to here. This is I want to see if it will blend without me shaking it. Okay, I think it's stuck. Let me shake it. So it's blending now. So yes, our crayfish is blended. Yeah, blended it well. Uh, but it needed a bit of a tap, as with some of the blenders I've used in my life. I don't know if there's any blender that once you put something like this, you don't need to tap it a little bit for it to blend. But the results for the crayfish is really nice. It is smooth, but it is hot. So the machine heats up. It is hot. At least it is better than the blender that I was using before, you guys. Let me show you my previous blender. This was the blender that broke. It has seen better days, and it was a Philips blender as well. So Philips, send me a stronger blender. Send me something serious. And if Philips does not send me a better blender, if you are a blender company, send me a strong blender so that we can do reviews for blenders. But yeah, this one has actually tried, and now it is going to safely retire. Thank you guys for doing this review with me. If you want me to do more, let me know in the comment section. Philips, you heard what I said. Send me a stronger, bigger blender that I can use. And if Philips does not send other blender brands, send me your best blender so I can use it, try it, and recommend. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.